In this video, we're going to be covering consumables. Consumables is a new material type that Ply recently launched that enables you to track non-stock inventory. An example of non-stock inventory would be something like booties, wasp spray, any materials that are consumed by technicians in the field that don't really require tracking our usage on jobs. However, you do want to track those materials within your warehouse so that you can set up automated replenishment as well as understand the movement of those materials from the warehouse to the truck. In this video, we're going to cover the creation of consumables, where you can select items to order, and a couple different flows on how to manage and report on consumables to enable automated replenishment. We're going to head over to the catalog, and you'll see a new tab here called Consumables next to Materials. Now, again, consumables are materials that are non-stock inventory that you've designated that when transferred to trucks, you don't necessarily need to track that as stock inventory or inventory that's going to be billed to customers, but you still want to be able to track where and when you've transferred those non-stock consumables to locations. A quick overview here, you'll be able to see a list of your consumables with materials. You'll be able to see the total amount that you have on hand, the trucks that actually have consumables on them, and the total cost for the business. Now, if we expand this out by clicking the accordion here, you'll be able to see a little bit more detail about where those consumables live currently inside of your warehouse locations. Now, again, consumables are items that only are tracked within your warehouse locations, not inside of trucks or vans. And we'll be able to see the name of the warehouse and the quantity here. You'll also be able to make transfers directly from the catalog by clicking the transfer icon here. And you can actually add consumables directly to a fleet location from the origin and transferring those items just like this. All right, so when we hover over trucks, we'll be able to see the trucks that actually have these items and the last time that we've transferred them. Now let's go ahead and create a brand new consumable. We're gonna head over to the upper right-hand corner and we're gonna click on this new tab called Add Consumable. Just like creating a material, you're gonna enter in the consumable name. We'll just call this test consumable. If there's an item number, a unit of measurement, a description, a cost to the business, and we can even add tags as well. Now, at this point, we don't have a place where this consumable lives, so we're going to add a warehouse. And we're going to select a warehouse where that consumable is going to be tracked. We're going to add the quantity if we have it. You can set it as replenishable or not. You can set up mins and maxes, automated mins and maxes for those consumables, or you can enter in the min and max manually. You have the option of entering the warehouse position. You can generate a brand new barcode and hit save to warehouse. And you can see that we've added this new consumable called test consumable to the Allied Experts location number 2. I'm going to go ahead and click save. And you can see that the consumable is now here inside of our consumables list. Just like materials, a consumable will have its own page. There's a couple different modifications though to be aware of. So it's going to show you the warehouses where that consumable lives. So this is where we just created the consumable in the Allied Experts location number 2. And you can see the truck activity as well. There is currently no activity, so let's go ahead and head over to our stock locations and check out where this consumable lives. I'm going to click on stock locations here, and you'll be able to click on Allied Experts location number 2, where this consumable was added. And you'll see a new tab next to materials called consumables. And we've separated them on purpose because we want to ensure that you have the ability of managing both separately and not kind of cluttering up the material that you're tracking within that warehouse. I'm going to click on the consumables tab, and you can see that the test consumable that we've created here and the quantity lives just in this warehouse. So there's nothing in any of our trucks, but we're going to change that. So we're going to click on the item here. We'll select it, and we're going to click on transfer. And we're going to transfer to our Ram ProMaster truck 2 of these consumables. And you can see the quantity has updated automatically. And we have a truck location that has been added that consumable in the last updated date. So let's go ahead and head over to that truck. So I'm going to click on stock, fleet, and I'm going to click on the ProMaster here. And again, consumables do not live within the material section. They live in their own tab here. And we can see that the test consumable that we transferred is right here the last time it was updated. And you can make modifications if you need to edit this consumable. You can print it, delete it. You can also do the same thing here by selecting bulk if you need to. And if you need to add a consumable to a truck, and do that as an admin as well. Now, again, I just want to stress that consumables are something that you cannot transfer onto a job. It's something that's used just in the course of business. Again, an example of this would be, pipe thread compound, sealants, anything that you deem that is non-inventory stock that you want to track. So let's set back over to our warehouse location that has our consumables here. And just like our materials, we can actually select consumables to create a purchase order. We can print barcodes or we can create a pick list. So let's create a purchase order from this test consumable. I'm going to click on create purchase order and I'm going to choose one of our suppliers here, give it a required date, and the ship to location would be one of my warehouses. And I'm going to click on next step. I'm not going to invite any users for this. And you'll see here when you create a purchase order now, you'll have two sections. You have materials and consumables that you can select. And you'll be able to see that the consumable that we have selected within our warehouse or replenishment list is right here. And I'm going to click next. And we've already pre-selected the min and max is 4. And so in order to get to 4, because we've already consumed 2, we've added to our truck, you'll be able to see that we're requesting 2. I'm going to click next. And you'll be able to see the preview of this purchase order here. And you can click create purchase order to complete the purchase order transfer. All right, and that concludes consumables. And what we covered here today is the explanation of what a consumable is, how to create a consumable, how to add a consumable to a trackable warehouse for inventory management, how to move a consumable to a truck and manage it within a truck, and how to create a purchase order out of a consumable. Let us know if you have any feedback.